Why have some of the wealthiest individuals dedicated a quarter of their wealth to art? In this video, we're going to explore why art has become such a significant asset class, growing to a $60 billion industry, how it's delivered a 7x return this century, and how it could find a place in your portfolio. Stick around until the end because I'll cover practical ways you can take part in this lucrative and exclusive market. Quick introduction from me. I'm Niall, an investment advisor based in the UAE, working with high net worth clients and families structuring innovative and tax efficient portfolios. Some opt to work with me on a collaborative basis because I introduce them to unique and innovative investment ideas they might not have previously considered before meeting me. Now, let's talk about art. The art market has been around for as long as human civilization itself, formalizing in the 18th century with the creation of auction houses, I'm sure you're familiar with, like Christie's and Sotheby's. If we fast forward to today, it's a multi-billion dollar global industry. It's so established as an asset class that it has its own secured lending market where high value pieces can be used as collateral for loans, and amongst high net worth, ultra high net worth individuals, art plays a significant role. Deloitte estimates that those with 50 million or more in wealth allocate an average of 6.6% to art. For existing art collectors in that same wealth bracket, that figure climbs up to a quarter of their wealth according to UBS, which in some cases represents even more than their property holdings. But why does art hold such appeal beyond its emotional, aesthetic, or status-driven qualities? Well, as an investment, art serves as an inflation hedge, a diversification tool, and it's a high-growth asset. The Art Price 100 Index, which tracks the price performance of the top 100 artists globally, has actually delivered a staggering 620% return since the year 2000, which as a multiple is a 7x over that period. Now, just comparing that to the S&P 500, which we've seen at one of the strongest bull markets in history, that's returned 500% in the same period. And any asset class that outperforms the S&P 500 definitely deserves at least a closer look. One of the strongest aspects of art as an asset class is the low correlation with the traditional financial markets and its resilience during turbulent times. The most recent example I can draw from was a couple of years ago during 2022. There was the inflationary panic. Both stocks and bonds declined by 15 to 20%, whereas the art market actually grew by 3%. This is the rare instance where illiquidity has an advantage because art is not sensitive to daily economic news and is treated as a long-term store of wealth. Another way parallels can be drawn between this and the S&P 500 is some sectors outperform others, such as the tech industry in the S&P 500, and in the art world, it's the contemporary market which has outpaced the rest. So last year we saw the general art market grow by 30%, whereas the contemporary art market grew by 48%. Now, even within the contemporary art sector, specific artists can deliver extraordinary results that outpace the index, and like the stock market, narratives that are built around individuals can drive the price returns. Take Kusama, for example. Like Banksy, she's captured the cultural zeitgeist in her own unique and introspective way and has had a large influence on fashion, notably collaborating with Louis Vuitton. Last month, one of her Louis Vuitton bags auctioned at $150,000. Over the past 20 years, Kusama works have delivered an 8x return, making her a blue chip name in the art world. As attractive as the asset class is, one of the drawbacks of art is the high barrier to entry price and also the private nature of the market, meaning it can be quite difficult to access the right pieces at the right time for the right price. What we aim to do is simplify this process, providing two simple routes to owning art. One is direct ownership. You can own individual pieces, whether that's displayed in your home or securely stored in a warehouse. Starting investment levels are approximately $50,000 for emerging artists and $500,000 for blue chip artists. Another way you can access the art market is fractional ownership. And it's a good time for me to introduce the company I am an investment advisor for, SVN Capital. We're one of the fastest high net worth investment advisories globally, and our USP is alternative investments. Art has been a huge asset class for us, and fractional ownership is one of the unique services we provide. Fractional ownership involves owning a fraction of a high value piece, which is typically painted by a blue chip artist. Think Warhol, think Damien Hirst, David Hockney. And what we do is we procure, store, and handle the eventual sale of the piece on your behalf. For example, we facilitated an investment piece for $1 million into a Warhol, which was slightly below market value. Clients invested $75,000 each, and there was an expected return of 60% over a 4-year period, which in my opinion is quite conservative because historically Warhol has achieved around 25% per annum. That's it from me. Brief video just on the art market. If you have enjoyed the video, do consider liking and subscribing. I'm still in the early days of my channel, so that would go a very long way. And secondly, if you'd like to get an understanding for how art could serve, could have a place within your portfolio, do get in touch. Or even if you just want to understand what pieces we currently have available for our clients to own, then yeah, my contact details will be in the description box. And I also believe it's going to be somewhere here, here, or here. Yeah, get in touch. And I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you.